game. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check out. 540. Hey, good check. Switch.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll fake it. Now Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Chris Jones, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Play action, it's Luck. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Hill on the return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow. I've got blue lady. Mike 54. That's the run.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On the toss, here's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mike 54. Attack. Hey, what's the ball?
On play action, it's Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll return it from the 6. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
A game of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
59. Watch the call. Watch the call.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Luck. He completes it to Treadwell. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A game of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 190. He's coming here.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Lund. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run with Madison. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Luck. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he's able to find Diggs. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's a give to Madison running right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Luck. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they come up now 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Going on the ground with Madison, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Check 26, check 26. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Buying time, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 40, check, he's coming.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Check. Shoot.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Mahomes. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Everson Griffin make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're
looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for the offense.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Williams. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Go, let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. This for his running back, McCoy. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is caught by Watkins. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday. 65.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Hardman. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes. In the final seconds of the first half, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and through, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, let's go.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves,
say goodbye to Laquan Treadwell. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
they need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes is going to fire one deep over the middle, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
He was covered by Trey Williams.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Scene 6.
They go play fake. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Let's go.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 33 yards that time. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Mahomes now on first down. He finds McCoy. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And again, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Right there.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly Exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a second down. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
Yellow, 180.
Double tight. Hey. You got 3. Three down.
40, my guy.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught, and he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his... And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
I got you, son.
Off of play action. Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, here's Luck. It's complete to Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now it's Luck. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now Luck. And Diggs has it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. They'll run it with Madison. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Trying the power game with Ham. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. Here's Madison. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. C.J. Ham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's looking deep for Bell, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Looking for Kelp. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side instead of...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They're going to get 9 here on 1st down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Going to run with Madison again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a play fake, and it's locked. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Here we go on fourth. Love. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you've got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Let's go, Lonnie. Hey, 57 colors. 57 colors.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Again, it's Williams. Big hold of the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Mahomes going to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends. Attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason. And that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback.
This is caught inside the 15. That one good for 37 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for them.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second and 15 now. Mahomes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now third down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
54. Watch the pass. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
If you don't get the boy, hey, 43, 15.
Now here's Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. snags it for the pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Luck now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. On the handoff, it's Madison. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll fake it. Now Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory. Yeah,
this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They run it again with Williams. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Yellow, yellow. I got little lady. Hey, 43.
That's trap. Hey, watch out. Check my exit. Line 54.
Mahomes now to throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Blake Bell. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. They will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans.